Can you imagine you put that in the HELLCAT?
Part one of our new little project thing. So we're gonna be trying to do a little series of this car. Well, we're taking apart this thing. So if you know anybody who wants them, you know, doesn't want to hear their kids screaming all the time, you know what, we should just keep it on.
There we go. I wonder how much that weighs.
How much?
How much it weighs. Can you imagine you put that in the HELLCAT, dude?
The plan was to leave it in there so we don't have to deal with the kids. Apparently it's against the law to do that, but they still arrest kids anyways. Yeah. Ooh, there's a lot of junk in here. Ew. That hurt. We're gonna try to take the tin off, guys. I'm gonna try to be motivated. I am exhausted, I'm tired. There's been a lot of shit going on, but I'm gonna try to keep on making content for you guys. So, 2010 Charger Pursuit package with the 5.7 Hemi. Some of you guys got a glimpse of it on Instagram. So this is just a quick little overview. We needed a bigger car. Our truck, our TRX, is still in the shop. Yes, it's basically 4 months now, or going on 4 months without the TRX. So it's been pretty difficult. You can't trade in a vehicle. You can't sell a vehicle that you can't take, you can't touch. So we are screwed. We got the HELLCAT. We're not getting rid of the HELLCAT. And we had the Ford Fiesta. However, the Ford Fiesta, as you can tell, that was supposed to be just my daily driver, go to work and that's it. And once in a while, if we have to, put the kids in there, go to McDonald's if that's what the case was. But now we're looking at it like, okay, we need something a little bigger. We got rid of the Fiesta. Now we got this Charger. As you guys will see, we're gonna take apart a lot of things. We're gonna take a lot of things off. We're gonna fix a lot of things. And we're gonna go from there. On this part, we're gonna be taking off the tinted windows. These tinted windows are horrible. They're very difficult to work on. They're so old that they're coming off in little bits and chunks, and it's really horrible. So I'm gonna try an old method that I was taught way back in the days. So I want you guys to bear with me. I'm just gonna give it a shot. Give me tape. Stay. It's the right way, simple way. With tint this old is so hard, guys, because what happens is when you try to remove the tint the old school way with a steamer or, you know, the heat gun or whatever, it starts to come off, but in little sections. So basically the tint will only come apart within these little blocks and the little parameters of the actual rear window defroster. So what I did was I took a trash bag, not the right one, and I actually laid it on the glass. I cut the section that I want to use, and then I sprayed soapy water all inside the glass so that the glad bag or the trash bag can actually stick to the glass with the soap and water. Then what we did was we turned on the defroster with the engine on, of course, and started the heater inside the car with the heat gun on the outside of the car on the glass to basically cook all the tint so they can get stuck to the trash bag as much as possible. It's an old school method, but my biggest issue is I don't have the right bag, so there's a high chance that it's probably gonna fail, but I'm trying my best to do it so it all comes out in an even form, an even pattern or whatever. So stay tuned, let's see what happens next. Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare. This is gonna be a nightmare.
2 hours later.
Yeah, buddy. Big old piece right here. This is so satisfying. Oh my gosh, guys. Yes, let's go on the other side. Let's do the top from this corner. Heat gun on the outside, a lot of heat. And then the steamer on the inside, because again, guys, it's so toasted and it's so old. And I know that this tint is so cheap. But all the years, people spraying ammonia and all this crap, you know, craps cleaner, it just cooked it. So now every time you try to take a piece, it just crumbles. So what we had to do is we had to restore and kind of like make it a glue again, you know, make the tint whole again, not like all bitter and crunchy. So all the little bubbles in there, they were like basically separated. All the molecules were all like divided or whatever. So now what we did was just with all this heat, it kind of like glued it together and it's working out. So we're gonna keep on keeping on. The corner.
Update.
Okay, so awesome spray. You can get it at a dollar store, yellow bottle, very easy to find. Dollar store, any dollar store really, Dollar General, Family Dollar, you're gonna go to the aisle where the cleaning department's at, and you're gonna have a yellow bottle. It's transparent, it's gonna say awesome. And then also in the same aisle, you're gonna find Brillo pads. They have like a little bit of soap in them. They're made of metal. They don't scratch the glass. We just did it right now. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna clean the outside of the glass first, and then start scrubbing the inside. So that's what we're doing right now with this Charger. We're scrubbing the outside. We clean the outside very, very, very thorough. And now we're gonna clean up a little bit of tidbits and just gotta get everything perfect because we're almost done. Man, it took us almost 3 hours, I think.
Probably.
So we still got a little bit of glue. Nothing too crazy. As you guys can see, no more tint. But you can see the little blue strips right there. And it's annoying the crap out of me. But I mean, man, from where it came from and the way it's now, I'm really happy. So, yeah. Well, that being said, still got 3 windows to go. Sure, my wife's gonna me in a few minutes. I'm gonna attempt to do the glass because those are easy to do. And I can knock those out pretty quickly. She doesn't believe me. But I will, because I'm gonna do it. And I don't wanna do it tomorrow. Anyways, the plans for the car. Stay tuned, guys, because we have some more goodies coming for this car. Nothing crazy. This is gonna be the most low budget, friendly style build that I can think of. This is gonna be my daily driver project, I guess you could say. What I've done so far was power wash the engine, replace that caliper because that caliper got locked up. So yeah, and these are Chrysler 300 wheels. Got a good deal on them. Shout out to that dude that lives in Hinesville who decided to get rid of these Chrysler 300 wheels because they're legit Alcoa aluminum wheels, and I'm really happy. They're 20 by 9s. We're not gonna slam it. We're not gonna bag it. This is literally gonna be the most dependable daily driver that you could have. I am so lucky to have this car, guys. Push bar is pushed in a little bit too much. It looks like they pit maneuvered somebody because this corner is pushed in more. We're gonna have brand new headlights, brand new corner lights. For now, we're just gonna sand these down and polish them up really well. Take the push bar out, and then I'm gonna realign it to get everything nice and straight. We're gonna put the push bar back on. I really do like the push bar. It's one of my favorite features. As far as modifications towards the engine, nothing. I have no, like...
Maybe a cash can.
Maybe an old cash can, yeah, she's right. $20 cash can from Amazon. Fab it up, throw it on there, just for peace of mind. We got lucky, no check engine lights. So yeah, the car has absolutely no check engine lights. I checked it, I scanned it. The only thing it has is a BAS, ABS module. So basically the steering angle sensor is no good. So we already have one on the way. It's a $40 part. I'm gonna put it on and be good to go. Another bad thing is stupid things like this. You know, it's an old cop car. So yeah, we're gonna kind of put everything back together. Maybe order some cheap mats or find some at a junkyard. I'm gonna take my wife to the junkyard for the first time soon. Woohoo! So there goes that. Gonna get new wheel liners on both sides and all the pieces on the bottom. Another bad thing the car has is it has a bad oil pan gasket. It's not leaking tremendously. It's like a small drip, but it's there. So if I know how to fix it, I'm gonna fix it. You already know I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be affordable for me because I know how to do it. Anyways, it needs a windshield. It's got a crack in a little here, a little chip there.
It also needs windshield wiper lines.
Right. Let's pop the hood. And this is what she needs. We're gonna take this out. We're gonna trash this because this is pretty crappy.
All right, intake.
So the intake's a little, you know, all dangly and janky. So we're gonna reinforce that, get that real nice and tight. There were some wires here. So the old wire loom, it's corroded and crusty. So yeah, I'm gonna replace all that. As you can see, it's just crunching away. I power washed the engine. I detailed everything. We do have a new thermostat on the way. I already have it actually. So I'm replacing the water pump, the thermostat, and the radiator eventually, and the coolant tank with the new radiator cap. And the reason why I do this, guys, is because this car is 146,000 miles. So I want to make sure that, you know, the cooling system's bulletproof. You know, you want to make sure a car like this, you don't know how old this water pump is, and from the looks of it, it's probably the original one that was attached to the engine 146,000 miles ago. So the last thing we want to do is have a car like this go for a family trip to, I don't know, an hour away, and then the water pump fails and then we're kind of screwed. Other than that, it has a small little misfire, but I'm pretty sure it's because the injectors are crappy. So shout out to my boy Ant. He's going to be the one getting me new injectors, or he has some used injectors that are 457. So I'm going to throw those in there, change the spark plugs, and just small things. But again, freezing cold AC, super hot heater. The radio works perfect. All the speakers work. All the windows go up and down. No check engine lights. Motor's solid. Has plenty of power. The transmission shift's perfect. You know, the headlights work. Everything works, and it's pretty cool. As far as the cop car goes, you get a lot of options. As far as cool things, I guess you could say. So here's what I'm gonna show you. Now, you're not supposed to have this for a cop car, but let's see if this works. This should work. There you go. Look at this, guys. Isn't that cool? It's a little janky. The switch is a little funny, but it works. So you got that, and then comes with lights. Comes with cop lights, guys. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. What are you doing, man? You're gonna get in trouble, blah, blah, blah. No, guys, I'm not gonna use this for my advantage. I'm actually gonna delete this and take the lights off. I'm gonna leave the push bar, but I'm gonna take the lights completely off. I don't wanna get in trouble with the cops. I don't want any issues. You guys know me, I like to follow the law, I like to do what I'm supposed to be doing. But yeah, we're gonna get some stuff going. Just like my wife mentioned earlier, this needs to get replaced. These lines are no good. We gotta get these hoses connected so that we can have some sprayer nozzles or whatever. But I'm really stoked, guys. This is basically, I guess you could say, part one of our new little project thing. So we're gonna be trying to do a little series of this car and go along with the flow. If there's anything you guys wanna talk about, if there's anything you wanna show me, or you have anything you have to ask, just feel free to go and ask me. I have plenty of experience in these cars, and yeah, that's all I got, guys. So Manny Mods Garage, out.